Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I hope you're doing great. Got a story. It's a little blustery outside. Thank heavens we got a little bit of inclement weather in, a little sprinkling, but a little windy, so I can't run the mics outside. So I thought I'd do it in here. We're going to talk about the possibility of additional outbreaks. Bird flu strikes Iowa egg farm with millions of hens. It says right here the unseasonable return of avian influenza or bird flu continues to wreak havoc across the U.S. poultry industry. Iowa agriculture officials announced Monday that the first infection since April was detected at a large commercial egg laying farm. Now, it says the Iowa Department of Agriculture officials said the commercial farm with 1.1 million chickens in Wright County, which is in central Iowa, was just detected the highly contagious and deadly virus. Now, it says all the chickens at the facility were culled and disposed of to avoid the spreading of the disease. Iowa has been hit hard by bird losses this year, with more than 13 million killed. On a national level, 47.7 million birds have been affected in 43 states. That is a lot of birds, which also adds to the continued higher costs of chicken and other types of poultry. Now, it says the bird flu continues to be a significant threat across the country, and this is from the Iowa Agriculture Secretary Mike Naig. And he added, "We have been preparing for the possibility of additional outbreaks, working closely with producers and the U.S. Department of Agriculture. With mitigation ongoing, we continue to emphasize the need for strict biosecurity on poultry farms and around backyard flocks to help prevent and limit the spread of this destructive virus." Now, I want people to understand that this is not going to be the only story. I'm sure another couple are going to pop out here pretty shortly, because you never really see this at just one facility, right? Because the bird had to get it somehow. The first bird that was patient X, or patient zero, at that bird farm, and it led to the killing of over a million birds. Absolutely staggering. Now, it says the culling of 10 million or tens of millions of birds has dented the national egg supplies, sending prices sky high above the 2015 outbreak levels, the last major bird flu, to about $3 per dozen at the supermarket. Guys, do me a favor and put down in the comment section how much you're paying for a dozen of eggs, because it is absolutely crazy how expensive eggs are getting. But what I want to also focus on, and I'm going to link this story below if you guys want to take a look at it, but I want to focus on this. Eggs are the backbone, and even chicken meat, of so many prepackaged foods. I cannot stress that enough, the importance of both the chicken and the egg. And even if there may be some people watching this right now say, Ninja doesn't affect me, I don't eat prepackaged foods. Well, you need to understand this. The more expensive things get, people are going to need to eat things. They're going to need calories. And if they don't get it from prepackaged foods, they're going to go find it, which is going to cause price inflation everywhere, because demand doesn't change. People need to eat every day, right? People want to eat 3 meals a day. Um, and if there's less food, then that means there's actually, and it's ironically, it's almost like there's more demand, even though the demand hasn't changed. There's now a lot of demand for not a lot of food, and that causes prices to increase. So I want people to understand that. It's very, very important. Now, it says retail egg prices have doubled since August of 2020, um, straining consumers' wallets as breakfast inflation soars. What used to be a cheap source of protein in the morning has become expensive. Now, there's a chart in this right here. I'll show it to you real quick. Let's see that? Yeah, it's all backwards. Can you read well backwards? Throw it down in the comment section. But you can see right here this spike that we're at. We actually just went above the 2015 highs of that last large bird flu outbreak. And we've actually blown past it because we have a lot of other factors going on right now, on top of having to kill tens of millions of birds, leading to less eggs. All right. So I believe you're going to see from here a doubling of the egg price in the next year, not only because of outbreaks like this, but also because of the rise of interest rates, a panic. You remember, was it back last November when the bird flu outbreak started out of China and it went through Israel? Israel actually went out and purchased, I want to say, 1 million eggs and put it into cold storage as an emergency measure. They were on top of it. I don't really see our government doing that, but they were. And those kind of moves actually can exacerbate the issue if it doesn't really truly turn out to be an issue. But the large hoarding of goods can turn into an issue, like we're seeing right now with fuel. Diesel is an issue because farmers right now are not only stocking up for the season, but a lot of truckers now and shipping companies are looking at this going, oh my gosh, I better start buying futures and start storing diesel fuel right now because I'm afraid that it's not going to be as abundant as it is today in a few weeks. And that just makes the problem worse. So, what do? Well, there's lots of ways of storing eggs. And I dare say that there are going to be some amazing people in the comment section that put some information on that, right? Um, but like egg powder, we've talked about that before. This last year, egg powder was half the price that it is now, powdered eggs. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I've watched how they powder eggs. It's extremely healthy. There's nothing to complain about that. And it lasts for years and years and years. So, I mean, if you have the ability to get a sale on powdered eggs, because if this gets worse, this story, and again, I'm going to link it below so you guys can take a look at it. But if it gets worse, wouldn't you rather be prepared, be able to get your egg protein when you want it, how not maybe not how you want it, but I've had powdered eggs before. They're not bad, although I'm not very fancy. So, guys, take a look at the story. Let me know what you think in the comment section. How much are eggs in your local area? And are you seeing an issue with less eggs at the store? I've actually for sure seen a couple stores here in the last 6 months where the egg bin is just not that full. It seems to be about half full, but it's not like they're empty. But let me know in your area. I really want to see it. All right, guys, that being said, I thank you so much for watching. The Economic Ninja is out.